All right, here we go. Post analysis. This is Aussie CAD and pound CAD together. So, as I said in the missed trade video I made, that I had two missed trades the same day this morning on the 19th. New York session, missed them by very close. And then I said, well, let me see what else I can find. Let's see what else I can get. You know, I was so close to getting these trades. I'm sure I'm good. I can find something else, right? So I start scanning, and the first thing on my list is Aussie CAD, and I see this downflow. And what catches my eye is this downward flow. We made it down to here. Started up here. Okay, that's pretty good demand. We had this little pullback. Here comes some buyers, pullback buyers, slam. It's like, oh wow, sellers are back. Like that's good. That's a seller. Okay, you can give me a pullback from that. My seller's here. My big boy's back. This guy's back. This flow is back. I mean, you can scan out. This is a big flow. So okay, he's back. And if I look on my 15-minute time frame where those buyers were trying, buyers tried and slammed. What does that look like? That looks like a megaphone. So if I see the megaphone on my 15, then I can drop down one time frame, right? And I'm like, okay, let me find some correlation before I just go crazy. Let's see what else. So I was looking at correlation, and I came across pound CAD. And I saw similarities where pound CAD was down, down, down. And we had this pullback, and this swoop, right? So I rationed to myself that, this is the last guy who started. And pound, I like pound a little bit better than Aussie. Pound has been weak. Aussie's actually more strong. So I was like, I don't really like Aussie. So I switched my focus. I was watching them kind of both back and forth. And I started reading this like, okay, this is a try. But it's pretty high. He did good. And then he swooped him, but we really didn't try. So is this my try? Is this my swoop? Is this my hold? Is this my FOMO? Or is this my FOMO and this my dash? Like I was just so confused just because I think my brain was already hijacked from missing those trades. I actually took an entry here. I think I actually dropped down to a 5-minute and took an entry on the 5-minute as this was coming because I was looking like this was my hold, this was my FOMO. Let's dash these guys and we'll go. And it eventually did go, but I was also flipping back watching my Aussie CAD pair, and it looked a little different. So what I did, I switched back. I was going back and forth like a goofball. So I ended up closing this one for a loss, like up here. So a little bit of a loss, like a third of an R loss. And then I flipped to Aussie CAD, and I had already dropped down the time frame on my Aussie CAD. Did I even talk about Aussie CAD yet? Yes, I did. The megaphone and all that. So I'm looking for my second megaphone. I was kind of just going the megaphone route, not really the FOMO swoop, all that. So I dropped down an even lower time frame, like a goofball, went to the 1 minute where I could find the subdivided and where he swooped, and I got in. And then it actually started going pretty well to here. Like it started performing pretty good. I was happy. And that's where I should have just took the profit and ran. I let it come back, and I finally closed it here. I said, that's enough. So another small loss, but then it gets better. Oh, it gets better. Then I entered again as it came here, and I scratched again. I said, no. And then I did it again. I entered again here, and that one took me out. So all together, almost 3R loss, like 2.8 something. Just a stupidity, dumb. But in this, I do have a question. Let me get to that real quick. All right. So I guess my question is, and I've done this multiple times, where let's just assume that we had a nice try, a swoop. Like it was textbook. And then we came back for the hold, the FOMO, and the dash. Whatever. I guess what I'm saying is if I were to do that right and I timed it right and it was the swoop, hold, FOMO, dash, or whatever, and it goes to launch, and then it comes back. What is that? And then it goes to launch, and then it comes back. And in the past, and I mean today, I've had the tendency to say, okay, it came back, it gave me that price again, I get to try it again. Oh, it gave me that price again, I get to try it again. And that doesn't seem right. Something, I'm not understanding it. Something about when I get my price, when I get the price that it should go from, it goes, but not to where I want it to go. And then it comes back. I think that it's another deal for me to take it again. And then it maybe doesn't go as far, and it comes back, and I think, okay, yeah, I need to take it again. What does it mean to come back? What does it mean to come back? I mean, obviously, it's something's wrong at the bottom of something, but I don't know. I hope that makes sense. Just a thought that, like, I've done that where it should launch, but it comes back, and for whatever reason, I think it's another entry for me. Maybe that should just tell me that something's wrong. Maybe I answered my own self. But once again, I feel like I'm rambling. So, yeah, I didn't want to post this. I didn't want to record this. I just wanted to forget about it, but that's not the way I learn. I got to do it. I'll bounce back tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day, and I'm going to just trade clear, calm, and just get the hell away from doing this stuff. It's going to ruin my account if I'm not careful. But all right, I think that's it. I think that was a question. I don't know.